goosebumps?
No. You can't catch it from me or anybody else. So there's no reason to...
The creation of the iconic 70s TV series, Diff'rent Strokes, involved an intriguing casting process. Producers Norman Lear and Bud Yorkin were looking for young talent to bring their vision to life. For the role of Arnold, they discovered Gary Coleman, a charismatic 10-year-old with a small stature and an even bigger personality. After appearing in a few commercials and guest roles, Coleman's unique charm caught the producers' attention. His audition showcased his comedic timing and ability to deliver memorable one-liners, making him the perfect fit for Arnold. The part of Willis, Arnold's older brother, required an actor who could balance humor and maturity. Todd Bridges, with his natural acting skills and the right amount of sass, won the hearts of the casting directors. Bridges' chemistry with Coleman during auditions solidified his place in the series. Concerning the wealthy Parkers, Charlotte Rae, an accomplished actress known for her work in theater and television, was cast as the warm-hearted housekeeper, Mistress Garrett. Rae's nurturing presence provided a stark contrast to the mischievous antics of the two brothers. As for the Parkers, veteran actors Conrad Bain and Dana Plato were chosen to play the roles of Philip and Kimberly. Bain, a seasoned stage and screen actor, brought depth and sincerity to the character of the wealthy businessman. Plato, a fresh face in television, portrayed Kimberly with a perfect blend of innocence and charm. The casting of Diff'rent Strokes proved to be a crucial element in the show's success. Each actor brought their unique talents and contributed to the development of this classic series, which resonated with audiences and left a lasting impact on television history. The director of 1978's Diff'rent Strokes, John Rich, brought a unique vision to this classic television series. Rich's approach was characterized by his ability to bring out the best in his young cast, which included Gary Coleman and Todd Bridges. He achieved this through his collaborative style, fostering a positive and supportive environment on set. Rich's creative influences were varied, with roots in both film and television. He began his career as an actor in the 1950s, before transitioning to directing in the 1960s. This background in performance gave him a deep understanding of the craft, allowing him to effectively communicate with his actors and bring out authentic performances. One of Rich's key contributions to Diff'rent Strokes was his use of humor. He understood that comedy could be used to tackle serious issues, making them more accessible to a wide audience. This is evident in the show's handling of topics such as racism and social class, which were explored with a light touch while still delivering a powerful message. In terms of visual style, Rich favored a straightforward, unadorned approach. He believed that the story and characters should be the focus, rather than flashy camera work or special effects. This lent a timeless quality to the series, allowing it to endure as a beloved piece of television history. Rich's collaborative spirit extended beyond the cast to the crew as well. He worked closely with the writers, producers, and cinematographers to ensure that every aspect of the show was in service of the overall vision. This collaborative approach resulted in a cohesive, well-crafted series that continues to resonate with audiences today.
Bite squirts flavors all over your mouth. And it's really great for you because a lot of it'll get...
Diff'rent Strokes, a classic 70s TV series, brings back nostalgia for many. Do you have a cherished memory associated with this show? Maybe a particular scene or moment that has had a lasting impact on you? This series, which aired from 1978 to 1986, was groundbreaking in many ways. It introduced us to the world of two young African-American brothers, Arnold and Willis, who were adopted by a wealthy white businessman and his daughter. The show tackled serious issues like racism, poverty, and addiction, while also delivering plenty of laughs. Throughout its run, Diff'rent Strokes gave us many shocking, funny, and sad moments. From Arnold's famous catchphrase, "What you talking about, Willis?" to the heartbreaking episode where Dana Plato's character, Kimberly, struggled with addiction, this show had it all. Did you know that Diff'rent Strokes was one of the first shows to tackle the issue of AIDS, long before it became a national conversation? Or that Todd Bridges, who played Willis, struggled with addiction and even served time in prison before turning his life around? These are just a few of the many fascinating facts about Diff'rent Strokes. Keep watching this video to learn more. We would love to hear your stories and memories related to this classic show. Do you have a favorite episode or character? Share your thoughts in the comments below.
I hear the pitter of little feet, but I don't hear the patter of big feet. Where's Willis?
I guess he's still out looking.
In the late 1970s, a new TV series called Diff'rent Strokes made its way into American homes. The show, set in New York City, revolved around a wealthy white Park Avenue businessman named Philip Drummond, who adopts two African-American brothers, Arnold and Willis, from Harlem after their mother's death. The production team had to recreate both the luxurious Park Avenue apartment and the modest Harlem apartment with meticulous detail. They used realistic props and furniture to reflect the socio-economic status of each family. The Park Avenue set boasted lavish decor, expensive artwork, and state-of-the-art appliances, while the Harlem set featured simpler furniture and modest decorations. Filming locations posed logistical challenges. Although set in New York City, much of the series was filmed in Los Angeles. The production team had to ensure that the exterior shots of New York buildings matched the interior sets constructed in Los Angeles. They also had to manage the cast and crew's travel between the two cities. Despite these challenges, the production team employed innovative techniques to enhance the show's quality. They used a multi-camera setup, which allowed them to capture the actors' performances from various angles simultaneously. This approach saved time and money, as it reduced the need for retakes and allowed for smoother editing. The show's lighting was another notable aspect. The production team used soft, warm lighting for the Park Avenue scenes to convey a sense of comfort and luxury. In contrast, they used harsh, cool lighting for the Harlem scenes to depict the grittier reality of urban life. Diff'rent Strokes also tackled serious social issues, such as racism, drug abuse, and child abuse. The show's writers and producers worked diligently to address these topics with sensitivity and accuracy, often consulting with experts in the field. In all, the production of Diff'rent Strokes was a complex undertaking that required careful planning, innovative techniques, and a dedicated team. The show's enduring popularity is a testament to its success in capturing the hearts and minds of audiences across America.
Going?
Not so fast.
The television series Diff'rent Strokes first aired in 1978 and quickly became a beloved classic. The show follows the story of two African-American brothers from Harlem who are adopted by a wealthy white businessman and his daughter after the tragic death of their mother. The series explores themes of race, class, and family dynamics in a way that was both entertaining and thought-provoking for audiences. The two young brothers, Arnold and Willis, were played by Coleman and Todd respectively. Both actors brought a unique charm and humor to their roles, making them instant fan favorites. The businessman, Philip Drummond, was portrayed by Conrad Bain, who brought a sense of warmth and kindness to the character. The show was known for its ability to tackle serious issues while still maintaining a lighthearted tone. For example, in one episode, Arnold grapples with the idea of racism after experiencing discrimination at his new school. The show approached the topic in a way that was both relatable and educational for its young audience. Diff'rent Strokes also featured a number of notable guest stars throughout its run, including Muhammad Ali, Janet Jackson, and Dabney Coleman. These guest appearances added an extra layer of excitement and star power to the show. Despite its success, Diff'rent Strokes only ran for 8 seasons, ending in 1986. However, its impact can still be felt today, as the show remains a beloved classic among older adults who grew up watching it. The show's themes of diversity, inclusion, and family continue to resonate with audiences, making it a timeless piece of television history. In conclusion, Diff'rent Strokes was a groundbreaking television series that tackled serious issues while still maintaining a light-hearted tone. The show's talented cast, memorable guest stars, and timeless themes have made it a classic that continues to be cherished by audiences today.
Arnold, the purpose in learning karate is not to get tough. It's to build up your self-confidence.
The creation of the musical score and soundtrack for Diff'rent Strokes was a crucial aspect in complementing the narrative and emotional tone of this classic TV series. While there isn't much public information available about the specific composers and musicians involved, the show's music left an indelible impression on viewers. The theme song, Diff'rent Strokes, instantly became recognizable, encapsulating the show's warm and lighthearted nature. The catchy tune, performed by Alan Thicke and his band, set the stage for the series' heartwarming stories and the blending of two families from different worlds. The score, often playing softly in the background, helped shape the emotional tone of each episode. For instance, during dramatic moments, the music would swell, intensifying the audience's connection to the characters' struggles. Meanwhile, in comedic scenes, the score would lighten, supporting the humor and ensuring the tone remained balanced. Composer Alan Thicke once mentioned in an interview that he aimed to create music that would resonate with the audience and mirror the characters' emotions. He accomplished this by using a mix of instruments and styles reflecting the diverse backgrounds of the show's characters. In addition to the original score, Diff'rent Strokes also featured popular songs from the late 70s and early 80s, which added a layer of authenticity to the series. These soundtrack choices complemented the storylines and further immersed viewers in the show's setting. While the specifics of the creative process behind the Diff'rent Strokes score and soundtrack remain somewhat of a mystery, the impact of the music on the series is undeniable. The compositions and song selections played a vital role in shaping the emotional tone and overall success of this beloved TV series.
Maggie.
In the late 70s, a young actor named Todd Bridges made his debut on the small screen in the television miniseries Roots, which remains the highest-rated miniseries to this day. Around the same time, the classic sitcom Diff'rent Strokes was gaining popularity, and Bridges would later join the show as Willis Jackson's best friend Arnold. Interestingly, during the early 80s when both Diff'rent Strokes and The Facts of Life were on air, there were rumors that Kim Fields, who played 2T on The Facts of Life, had a crush on Todd Bridges. However, Bridges was already in a serious relationship with his on-screen girlfriend Janet Jackson, who played his sister on Diff'rent Strokes. As for Arnold, he was born in 1971, making him a young teenager when he first appeared on the show. Despite his youth, Arnold quickly became a fan favorite with his catchphrase, "What you talking about, Willis?" and his lovable personality.
Oh, Leon.
He was just up here last night. What'd he do, sleep in the hallway?
One of the most iconic scenes in Diff'rent Strokes occurs in the Season 1 episode, The Bicycle Man. In this scene, Mr. Drummond and housekeeper Mistress Garrett discover that their tenant, Mr. Horton, has been giving alcohol to Arnold and his brother, Willis, in exchange for sexual favors. The scene is shot in a single location, Mr. Horton's apartment, with a simple, uncluttered set that focuses the viewer's attention on the characters. The lighting is dim, creating a sense of foreboding and unease. The camera work is steady, with a few close-ups that highlight the actors' expressions of shock and disgust. The performances in this scene are exceptional. Bain's portrayal of Mr. Drummond is one of a man who is both outraged and deeply saddened by the revelation. Ray's Mistress Garrett is the voice of reason, trying to keep everyone calm and focused on what needs to be done. Coleman and Bridges, as the young victims, convey a sense of betrayal and hurt that is both heartbreaking and powerful. This scene had a significant impact on audiences, bringing attention to the issue of child sexual abuse and the dangers of exploitation. It resonated with viewers and helped to raise awareness about the importance of protecting children. In an interview, Bain reflected on the scene, stating, "It was a very difficult scene to shoot, but it was important. It brought attention to a serious issue and helped to educate people about the dangers that children face." Coleman also spoke about the scene, saying, "It was tough to film, but it was necessary. It showed that kids can be hurt and manipulated, and that we need to protect them." This classic scene from Diff'rent Strokes remains a powerful reminder of the importance of protecting children and the dangers of exploitation.
Hello. Oh, hello. All right, get out there with...
In the green hair episode of this classic 1980s TV show, Diff'rent Strokes, there is a nod to the hair brain scheme episode from the Brady Bunch. The hair tonic used in the episode is called Mama Brady's Hair Tonic, an obvious reference to the 1970s Sherwood Schwartz series. In A Case of Life Imitating Art, Todd Bridges, who played Willis on Diff'rent Strokes, dated his on-screen girlfriend Janet Jackson during their time on the show. He also admitted to having a couple of flings with Dana Plato, his other on-screen girlfriend, in his autobiography. Behind the scenes, tensions were brewing. According to Todd Bridges' autobiography, fame had gone to Gary Coleman's head, and he used to order people around on the set and act in a very prima donna-ish, bratty way. Conrad Bain, who played the wealthy Philip Drummond, had seen this behavior before and refused to tolerate it. He told Coleman that he had been in the business for many years and had never behaved that way or bossed people around on set.
It's beginning to sound very attractive.
I've never told this to anyone. You know that peach tree in our old back...
Diff'rent Strokes, the groundbreaking 1978 TV series, left an indelible mark on popular culture and sparked conversations on relevant social themes. The show resonated with audiences due to its unique blend of humor and seriousness, addressing issues such as racism, adoption, and education. Featuring a black family adopted by a wealthy white businessman, the series challenged racial stereotypes and fostered dialogue on acceptance and equality. The characters' experiences in a predominantly white, upper-class environment allowed viewers to explore cultural differences and prejudices. Moreover, the show tackled various social issues, including bullying and drug abuse, which were particularly relevant during the 1980s. By addressing these topics, Diff'rent Strokes contributed to raising awareness and encouraging discussions among its audience. The series also launched the careers of its young stars, Garrett Coleman and Todd Bridges, who became household names. Their catchphrases and memorable performances further solidified the show's impact on pop culture. Influencing other media, Diff'rent Strokes served as inspiration for future TV shows and movies that explored similar themes of race, class, and social issues. Its legacy can be seen in various productions that continue to push boundaries and challenge societal norms. In conclusion, Diff'rent Strokes proved to be a powerful force in shaping cultural and social perspectives. By tackling complex issues with humor and sensitivity, the series resonated with audiences and left a lasting impact on popular culture.
I guess I have nothing to lose but my dignity. Okay, I'm a dog. Arf, arf.
The popular TV series Diff'rent Strokes, which aired in 1978, explored the theme of adoption and its overall concept. Interestingly, both of the child actors, Gary Coleman and Dana Plato, were adoptees in real life. To promote the show, NBC used clips of Coleman's appearances on The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson as promotional spots, airing them primarily during the 1978 World Series. In the series, Gary Coleman's character, Arnold, had a pet fish named Abraham. This name held special significance, as it was a tribute to Abraham Lincoln. The show's thoughtful details, such as naming Arnold's fish after one of America's most respected presidents, added depth to the characters and storylines.
Knew it. She's not getting me a star. She told me not to worry, but she was just setting me up to get kicked.
Released in 1978, the groundbreaking sitcom Diff'rent Strokes quickly became a cultural phenomenon. The show followed the lives of two African-American brothers, Arnold and Willis, who were adopted by a wealthy white businessman and his daughter. The series tackles serious issues such as racism, drug abuse, and child abuse, while also delivering comedic moments that captured the hearts of audiences. Critics praised Diff'rent Strokes for its innovative approach to television. In a 1978 review, the New York Times commended the show for its warmth and humor, stating that it transcended the usual sitcom cliches. The Los Angeles Times echoed this sentiment, calling the series refreshingly original and genuinely funny. The show's young stars, Gary Coleman and Todd Bridges, quickly became household names. Coleman, who played the lovable and precocious Arnold, received widespread acclaim for his comedic timing and charisma. In 1979, he won a Golden Globe for Best New Star of the Year in a television series. Bridges, who played the more serious and streetwise Willis, also earned praise for his nuanced performance. Diff'rent Strokes was not just a critical success, but also a ratings powerhouse. The show consistently ranked in the top 20 shows during its run, and its catchphrase, "What you talking about, Willis?" became a cultural touchstone. The show's impact was not limited to the small screen. Diff'rent Strokes tackled serious issues that resonated with audiences, and its stars used their platform to raise awareness about important causes. Coleman, for example, became a vocal advocate for child welfare and appeared in public service announcements promoting adoption. In conclusion, Diff'rent Strokes was a groundbreaking television series that captured the hearts of audiences and critics alike. Its innovative approach to storytelling, memorable characters, and tackling of serious issues made it a cultural phenomenon that continues to resonate today. The accolades and awards the show received were well-deserved, and they serve as a testament to the talent and hard work of everyone involved in this classic series.
That's great.
Now you two are going to be my brothers for the rest of your life. Come on, guys, lay one on me.
When Conrad Bain joined the cast of Mond, he was promised his own show by the production company. Gary Coleman was also signed to the same company, and they had planned to cast him in an updated version of The Little Rascals. However, when that project was abandoned, the producers decided to pair Bain and Coleman and create a new show for them. Dana Plato, who played the role of Kimberly on Diff'rent Strokes, was let go from the show at the end of the 1983-1984 season because she was pregnant. The producers were not willing to incorporate her pregnancy into the storyline, but Plato was able to make guest appearances after her son was born. Charlotte Rae, who played the role of Edna Garrett on Diff'rent Strokes, was promised a smooth return to the show if her spin-off, The Facts of Life, was not renewed. However, The Facts of Life was renewed, so Rae was replaced on Diff'rent Strokes. Despite this, Rae's character, Edna Garrett, remained a beloved and memorable part of both shows.
It's a shot of prune juice.
I bet he's going through some phase of...
During the filming of this classic, Diff'rent Strokes, the young actors Conrad Bain and Gary Coleman formed a close bond. Bain, who played the wealthy Philip Drummond, would often take Coleman, who played his adopted son Arnold, out for ice cream after long shooting days. Their bond extended beyond the camera, with Bain acting as a mentor to Coleman both on and off the set. The show's theme song, Diff'rent Strokes, was sung by Alan Thicke, who played the role of Drummond's friend and neighbor Howard Bornstein. Thicke, who also composed the theme song, recorded the tune in just one take, showcasing his musical talents. One of the most memorable moments from the show came during the filming of the Season 2 premiere, The Bicycle Man. In the episode, Coleman's character, Arnold, is nearly molested by a bicycle shop owner, played by Chuck McCann. The episode, which aired in 1979, sparked controversy and led to a significant increase in public awareness about child molestation. Despite the show's light-hearted tone, the cast and crew faced numerous challenges during the filming of Diff'rent Strokes. For instance, Todd Bridges, who played the role of Willis Jackson, struggled with drug addiction and was arrested multiple times for drug possession and other crimes. Bridges later revealed that he had turned to drugs as a way to cope with the pressures of fame. In addition to the personal struggles of the cast, the show also faced criticism for its portrayal of race and class. Some critics argued that the show reinforced negative stereotypes about African Americans and perpetuated the myth of the magical Negro, a trope in which a black character exists solely to help a white character. Despite these challenges, Diff'rent Strokes remains a beloved classic, known for its catchy theme song, memorable characters, and important social messages. The show's legacy continues to resonate with audiences today, reminding us of the power of family, friendship, and perseverance.
Sleep.
Daddy, we can't sleep. We don't want you to go through with this thing.
Oh, but I have to.
In the second season of Diff'rent Strokes, Mary Ann Mobley made her first appearance as Conrad Bain's love interest, playing Arnold's teacher, Ms. Osborne. Later, she returned to replace Dixie Carter as Maggie Drummond. Janet Jackson, who played Kimberly on the show, faced some challenges during filming. In one episode, she was supposed to sing Ebony and Ivory with Willis and Kimberly, but she was so shy that she barely whispered the lyrics. However, just a couple of years later, she became one of the most successful female rock performers in history with the release of her multi-platinum hit album Control in 1985. Todd Bridges, who played Willis on the show, has credited Nancy Reagan's appearance on Diff'rent Strokes as part of what helped him stop his own addiction to drugs later in life. During her appearance, she spoke out about the destructiveness of drug abuse, which had a significant impact on Bridges. He has since become an advocate for drug prevention and education.
Yeah, but you know kids today, they change their minds just like that.
Diff'rent Strokes, the groundbreaking 1978 television series, holds a significant place in film history. This classic sitcom, which starred Gary Coleman and Todd Bridges as two young African-American brothers adopted by a wealthy white businessman, dared to tackle serious social issues within the context of lighthearted entertainment. The show's impact on future filmmaking is undeniable. It paved the way for other television series to address complex themes such as racism, poverty, and social inequality. By integrating these topics into its storylines, Diff'rent Strokes helped to break down barriers and foster a more inclusive and representative media landscape. Moreover, the show served as a stepping stone for many of its young stars, launching their careers in the entertainment industry. Gary Coleman, in particular, became a household name and a cultural icon, known for his memorable catchphrase, "What you talking about, Willis?" Diff'rent Strokes also inspired a number of subsequent works. For instance, the popular 1990s sitcom The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air drew inspiration from Diff'rent Strokes, featuring a similar premise of a young African-American boy adjusting to life in a wealthy, predominantly white household. In short, Diff'rent Strokes left an indelible mark on the film industry, pushing the boundaries of what television could achieve and inspiring future generations of filmmakers and performers.
For a while. Long enough to find out if that's what you really want. Trust me.
Meanwhile, behind the scenes of the TV series, Gary Coleman's personal life was marked by controversy. He sued his adoptive parents, Willie and Sue Coleman, over misappropriation and the pilfering of his trust fund in 1989. At the peak of his career, in addition to movie and TV appearances, he made $70,000 per episode of the show, earning around $18 million in total. Coleman's parents set up a trust fund for his money, but they structured the arrangement to name themselves as paid employees of Coleman's production company, allowing them to live off his salary. When the court dissolved the trust fund in 1986 upon Coleman turning 18, his parents' share was worth $770,000, while Coleman himself had only $220,000. Coleman then successfully sued both his parents and managers for $3.8 million in losses and won a $1,280,000 settlement. Afterward, Coleman never saw or spoke to his foster parents or former accountants and managers again. In addition, Gary Coleman suffered from kidney ailments throughout the production of the show. He would have to perform self-medical treatments on his kidneys just off set during breaks, and was also forced to miss some episodes to undergo advanced kidney treatments, which required his hospitalization and subsequent recovery. Conrad Bain, one of the show's co-stars, was affected by the passing of his colleagues. In 2010, two of his co-stars died within a week of each other. Gary Coleman, who played his adoptive son on the show, died on May 28th, and Rue McClanahan, who played his wife on Mond, died 6 days later on June 3rd.
Nice. I'd much rather look like you guys. Thanks a lot.
Did Diff'rent Strokes leave a lasting impression on you? This classic TV series, which first aired in 1978, told the story of two young African-American brothers who were adopted by a wealthy white businessman and his daughter. The show tackled serious issues like racism and poverty, but also had its fair share of light-hearted moments. Perhaps you found yourself rooting for Arnold and Willis, the two brothers at the heart of the show. Or maybe you were touched by the relationship between the boys and their new family. Whatever your experience, Diff'rent Strokes likely had an impact on the way you viewed the world and the people in it. If you have memories or experiences related to Diff'rent Strokes, we'd love to hear from you. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and be sure to like and subscribe for more cinematic explorations. Together, let's celebrate the enduring legacy of this groundbreaking TV series.
Kids for a new welfare racket.